Yeah. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Listen, it is me, Brian D. Oh, it's me, Brian D. One more time. Oh, it's me, Brian D. And I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. Welcome back, everybody. It is me, Brian D. I'm so glad that you all are here with me. Listen, y'all, it is Friday. It is Friday, and y'all know what it is. We have another video. So, before we get any further into this video, make sure you go ahead, comment, like, and subscribe. And make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram at the.brian_. Because what? Wow, they're not gonna be, right? Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the drill. And if you're new here, welcome. Yay. Welcome. Yeah. Listen. Go ahead and do all of that. And yeah, just please, thanks. To be a nice person, to be a good person. I just think. But yes, so I think that's everything. Pretty sure that's everything. Y'all know what it is. It's the last week of this sobriety journey. So I'm gonna let y'all in on what I've been processing through this week. Be at y'all way in 10-15 minutes. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. Right? Yeah, okay. Alright. So y'all, look. This is about my 4th, 5th time recording this second part of this video. I don't know why it's so hard. My brain has literally been in one of the most interesting places, and I'm still trying to figure it out. So please bear with me as we go throughout this video, because I'm like, why is it so hard for me to really talk about this? But I think it's because it's so sensitive for me for whatever reason that I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna talk about this. So before we even start this portion, I just want to make a shout out to all my people pleasers. Okay, this is for you, this is for us, this is for we, this is for me. Yes, it is. Hi, it's me. Yes. I'm a recovering people pleaser. Thank you so much. All right, so yeah, that was the feeling or the thought that I've kind of been dealing with all this week. So where we left off last week was, as y'all know, I was like, okay, I'm feeling something. I don't know what this is, but it's something. But I'm like, if I can't figure it out, that's fine, but I wanted to figure it out. So I'm like, okay, I left it alone. And as my natural process do, I kind of just, hey, if it comes to mind, if it, comes back up, cool. If not, cool. So did that. And I really realized how people pleasing has shown up in my life. And even in like attempted failed romantic situationships, where we'll get into that. But like, it's just like wow, people pleasing is a thing for me. And I don't know how I got to that, but I'm just like, let's see where people pleasing came from. So I was kind of just thinking through some, like, okay, where did this come from? How did we get here? How has it shown up in my life? Like, what is all of this? And I think where it initially came from was my childhood and being raised in a single parent household as the only boy. And I think with that being kind of like my upbringing or my environment coming up, I think I always felt the need to be the perfect version of myself, or the utmost outstanding performer in any and everything that I did, whether that be at home, in school, singing, whatever. It always was this thing in the back of my head of like, if I don't meet this mark, then I just shouldn't be here, and I'm not worth anything. And I think when I think about it, nobody ever told me like, oh, if you don't make it, then you're just not it, and you're not that, and it's not that I never got affirmed and none of that stuff. But I think because my foundational environment was one of me being the only boy. I think I felt this extra pressure to always please people just so they would accept me and or they would receive me and all kinds of things. So that's shown up in the way that I would present myself, the way that I would, act or talked or whatever. It would just always be this thing of like, okay, y'all haven't accepted me yet. What's going on? Did I do something? What's wrong with me? Kind of thing, right? So I think as I kind of went through high school and then kind of came into my adulthood and continued to kind of navigate this weird adulthood Gen Z space, whatever this is. I realized that it still shows up, but it shows up in a different way. So when I compare the two, I'm just like, okay, I don't think where I started was a impure place. I think the desire to want to be received and be accepted is like a natural thing. But I think because I never really, I guess, dealt with it or acknowledged that it has been as big of a thing as it has been in my life, I don't think that I've healed that area or kind of processed through that area so that I'm able to holistically not do that, or if it does come up, know how to navigate it. So I kind of started to review different relationships and different connections throughout my life, and I realized that like I will go major lengths for people that would most likely not even go a quarter or even half of anything for me. Like, what is that? So there's been people that have taken my time, that have disrespected me, that have I've allowed my account to go into the negative for, that have gypped me out of money, that's just taking my energy by way of like phone calls and just different things. And I'm just thinking, and I'm looking at it, and it's just like, okay, when I'm outside the context, I know it's wrong. I know that, why in the world would I let somebody treat me like this, that, the third, whatever. But I think I've never found the strength, well, a couple of times, but when we look at kind of the majority or the minority, a majority of time, I allow the shame of it all to be like, oh, I can't say that, that's embarrassing, I can't, like that, I can't, nah. But it really was like, okay, why is it that the same kind of person is in front of me, but they all have, like, there's a different person, but the same person at the same time. Like, how, like, so what is this? Like, what is this? And I don't even know that I have a full, well-rounded answer for it, but I know that I just allow people to deplete me in so many ways that I'm just like, I want to improve that. Like, I want to treat me better. I want to love me better. And coming into this year 2024, I'm just like, okay, I want to like work on this issue here. But I think I kind of just forgot about it. But I'm like, oh, this was something that I wanted to focus on this year. And I really realized that like certain people, they want what they want out of you. They're not necessarily looking for your best interest at heart. And I realized in that same way, I need to guard my heart, because I do have a loving, caring heart, and I do genuinely care about people and all these things. But at the same time, I need to be careful in the areas, or be aware of the ways in which like people can potentially, if they have the wrong heart towards me, they can take advantage of that. And more times than not, those people have found their way to me. And I'm just like, why do I always change schedules? Like, will go to the ends for people. And I'm just like, what? Like, I don't get it. And I don't even necessarily know that I have the answer or whatever. But one thing that I've done is I have intentionally started to look at a lot of connections this year. And I have been in this space where I'm like, okay, what does this connection bring me? Does it suit the season that I'm in and or the direction that I'm trying to go right now? And if not, how do I navigate this connection based upon the direction that I'm going? And it's hard because I'm always thinking about the other party. I'm always thinking about what best suits everybody else and all the and all how my action would affect this person. And if I don't do it, then it's just they won't have the help that they need. So I almost try to become a Superman and have this Superman complex, and it's just like I'm hurting, I'm depleted, I don't have the energy today, I don't want to talk to you. But for whatever reason, in my head, it's just like, if I don't do this, then I won't be good enough. That almost made me cry. But for real, I won't be good enough for you. I won't be good enough for you to stay. I won't be good enough for you to reach out to me just randomly because I came to your mind. Like, I won't be good enough for you. And it sucks. It sucks to even say it out loud because it feels like I don't have words for it. And I'm speaking so intently right now because it's just like, this is the stuff that I hold in all the time that nobody would ever know about. Because I'm just like, do people know how much mental space they take up in me? And I'm upset and mad at myself that I allowed them to have this mental space. How do I not have this mental space? How do I not give these people these mental space? Because sometimes it can be so draining. It really can. And I'm in this space now where it's just like, as I reviewed various connections, I'm like, I can't afford to allow people to drain me to the point where I have nothing left. I have nothing left right now. I have to be so hyper-focused on me, my goals, where I'm going, that, hey, if I don't have it in this season for you, respectfully, with love, I don't have it. And I'm learning how to be okay with saying that and navigating that space without having to do this big apology tour or having to perform in a circus just so I feel like the person holistically understands my heart and my mind for me to be in the direction or the space that I feel like I need to go without them or with our connection being altered in this certain time of our lives. This is not directed towards anybody specific. This is in a general sense. This is with everybody. But I think when you go so long with not honoring yourself and you go so long with putting yourself last in a lot of ways, you then realize, wait, these people, these connections, these spaces are way more farther along in what they need, and I'm just sitting here like, so who's gonna help me? Like, hello, hi, anybody there? Like, but it's just like, put you first. It's okay to put you first. Now, you don't want to go far left and be super just me to the point where it's like you're being selfish and you don't think about nobody and you don't think about your actions, that and the third. We're not going that far left. However, you don't want to go too far right and be like, I'm depleted and I can barely get up in the morning and I just want to just be wrapped up in these covers today. Like, so you have to find a balance. But I think if you find yourself in spaces that I've been in, as far as, being a people pleaser, a recovering people pleaser, it's okay to put you first. It's okay to say no. It's okay to press decline on that phone. It's okay not to respond to DMs. It's okay not to respond to every person's cry, every person's, like chaos. It is okay. If I don't have it, I'm not answering. Period. If I can't if we not going in the same direction right now, I can't afford to, I can't afford to go I just can't. I can't. I can't. Respectfully with love. Okay? So, yeah, that's just where I am. That's just where I am. And I'm being super intentional with putting me first and allowing my needs, not even my wants, my needs first. My needs first. So I share that as I don't know, a space of encouragement for other people. Like, hey, let's do it together. If they depleting you, if you ain't cutting them off completely, alter the relationship the way that it needs to be altered. Have the conversation or don't, okay? Because not everybody's owed a conversation. That's one thing that I'm learning now. Not everybody's owed a conversation. But as hard as it is, we got to do it together, and we have to do it for us. We have to put us first. So, yeah. I really hope that does y'all well, and it sparks some thoughts, and it sparks you going back down your journey and kind of just seeing how does this show up in your life. But yeah, that's all I got. Yeah. Yes. So, until next time, I will see you later.